Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and today we're actually going to be designing a tank that only has 3 crew members. That is going to be a gunner, a loader commander, and a driver. I know I just listed off 4 things there, but the gunner and the commander is going to be the same person. Anyway, let's go ahead and start building. Hopefully we can make something nice. Hopefully we can make something that also works really well in missions and actually maybe is able to win one. That would be good. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into it and get building. Okay, so let's get straight into this, shall we? We're going to go ahead and go to mobility first. We're going to go to tracks, and we're going to go ahead and make this thing a little bit smaller than it currently is. At 1.2 meters separation. There we go. That actually brings it in quite a lot, and that's pretty good. We're also going to make it 4 meters long, which isn't very long at all, but that's okay. And this is starting to look like it's going to be really cool. I'm going to go ahead and drag these guys forwards. I'll drag it upwards a little bit too, and we can make this thing look amazing. Okay, so first things first, diameter of this is going to be a little bit bigger. We're going to go to 0.75. Bosh. We're going to do the exact same thing on the idler, so the diameter of that, 0.75. Bosh. There we go. Very good. Going to drag these 2 to the center, and that is going to look awesome. So far, so good. The thickness of the tracks, going to be 90 millimeters. There we go. And that is looking a-okay. Going to drop these guys down slightly, and that is looking fan-dabby-dozy. Good. Okay, so go to compartments. This is where we start working on this. Let's move these guys forwards into a position where it'll look nice and work, and move this guy backwards to the same sort of thing. We're going to go to crew, we're going to get rid of one guy, and the commander is also going to be a gunner. Then the gunner is going to turn into a loader, and that's going to be fine. Okay, good. So far, we're doing great. Okay, next thing. We're going to extend this guy upwards a little bit, just like so. Actually, no, we'll do it differently. We'll actually go ahead and bring this up to about there. We'll then extend that on top of there, bring it upwards a little bit more, and that's fine. So, extend these guys forwards. Okay, here we go, bring them forwards. Actually, I don't know how much, but that's fine. And essentially, we're going to go ahead and round off the bottom, and also round off the top, and hopefully this will end up looking really good. So, bring this guy up to there, there we go. Extend this piece. I think I'm going to have to extend them all at the same time. And I'm going to have to try and make it look good in the end as well. So, round this bit off too, extend, round it off a little bit more, there we go, and now start working on the top bit too. So clearly, these guys are going to have to come down, like so. This guy and this guy is also going to have to come down as well, and this guy is also have to come down as well, and there we go. Okay, that looks very strange, because it's all a bit too high right now, but if we lower it all down, just like so, we can actually make it look really, really cool. So, the front end has been lowered. The rear end is going to get lowered too. Just like this. That's good. And then what we'll do is we'll go to faces. We'll extend this guy yet again. We'll actually extend it over the edge too, which brings it outwards. And then all we need to do is actually bring these guys backwards as well at the same sort of rate. So, bring all of this upwards, just like so. Grab the front end, bring those guys backwards so it's still level with those. And that is awesome. This is, of course, inspired by American tanks, so I think you can sort of see the inspiration within this. I think so. Hopefully you can. Anyway, back to tracks. I'm going to go ahead and make the width of the track fit the fenders that aren't added yet, but they will be. 450 is going to be our width, and that is looking pretty snazzy. Okay, next thing. We're going to go to the idler. The width of the idler is going to be squidged down. The width of the road wheels also going to be squidged down. And that is looking awesome. Okay, sick. So far, so good. Alright, next thing. We're actually going to go ahead and extend all of these guys backwards. Just like this. We're then just going to extend the top piece backwards from there. Just like so. And that's going to be fine, hopefully. Alright, go to edges. I'm also going to split this guy, which is fan-dabby-dozy. Going to extend this guy downwards. However, I want to split it in the center. I don't know how I'm going to do that, actually. But if we can, I'm going to go ahead and split it again. There we go. And then all I need to do is actually extend this guy downwards to about there. Extend it yet again. Bring it downwards again to about there. And on the rear, we're going to grab these 2. Extend it upwards like so. And that looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Extend these guys upwards a little bit too. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so what does that look like? Oh, this looks like it's going to work. It does. Okay, the only thing that I would say is it's looking a little bit too high at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and try and drop all of these guys downwards to a position where they're going to work. And then we go to this, we go ahead and select all of it, we drag it down until that fits, and that's going to be awesome too. Okay, good. Yeah. Currently, very proud of this. It's currently working out. Okay, next thing, fenders. Auto-generate. Yes. We're going to go ahead and make the separation of those a lot less. We're going to raise them up until they fit with this, and the width of them is going to fit to about there as well. Okay, front offset, bring that backwards to about here, and that is looking quite snazzy. Kind of like the idea of using these on the front end of there, because I think that actually looks pretty cool. And then the rear offset is just going to come forwards to about here. There we go. In fact, let's move it backwards a little bit. There we go. Okay, what do we think? What do we think of that? That looks pretty cool. Okay, next thing. Back to compartments. I'm going to go ahead and make it smooth. In a certain sense. There we go. Good. Don't know what's going on with these pieces. I feel like they shouldn't look so dark, but they are, and that's really weird. Don't know why that's happened. Really don't know why that's happened, actually. So I think what I might do is actually go between these and start merging them with the ends. So merge that one with that one. Merge this one with this one. Merge that one with that one. Merge this one with this one. And continue it along to the end, and the same right there. Whether that works, whether that doesn't work, I think it's going to be fine. Doesn't overly matter, as long as it all works in the end. So grab all of those, all the way at the end. That's fine. Okay, good. Yeah. Don't know why it's so dark still, but it is. We'll leave it as is. That's okay. Alright, next thing. We're going to slowly angle this bit inwards as well, because we can. And hopefully it doesn't look too terrible when we do so. That's going to go to about there. Only a little bit of angle, and that should look good. It does. Okay, next thing, I'm going to delete this guy, and I'm going to delete this guy, then I'm going to go between all of these. Hopefully, when we fill this in, it doesn't bring it back, but it does, so never mind. Alright, there we go. The black bit is still there, but that doesn't matter too much. Okay, cool. So far, it's actually looking kind of how I wanted it to look, which is unusual for my builds, to be honest. Okay, so going back into mobility. I keep saying mobility, don't know why. But anyway, we're going to go with this sprocket, because I think that looks awesome. The idler wheel is actually going to look like this. There we go. The road wheels themselves are going to be these ones. And the return rollers are going to look like that, actually. There we go. I'm going to also move the return rollers slightly up. There we go. And if I can space them apart a little bit, that'd be great too. So spacing, let's go ahead and do that. Drag this one backwards. There we go. That honestly actually looks pretty good. I'm going to keep it like this. Okay, so what do we do from here? Track segment's going to look like these guys. That honestly looks fantastic. I'm loving that. And then spares, I guess we could add some spares on the front. Or whatever. Wherever we want those, we can have them. We don't necessarily need them though, so don't worry about it too much. Fantastic. Okay, so we got to sort out some stuff on the front end of this. If I can, I'm going to go ahead and try and unsmooth a little bit of it, which maybe saves the front end or the top end. And that should be awesome. With that being said, if I then grab these guys, because it's given us a flat edge on the front, if I grab those and do this, if I then grab these guys and do this as well, we should then have a smooth front end, which I think we've fixed. So yes, that is looking amazing. Oh, I'm so happy with this so far. Okay, so now it's time to do something with the front end. Let's go ahead and try and get a viewport on there. We're actually going to go ahead and add one to here like this. They're going to be a lot smaller than you'd think. So those are going to go there. I'm going to attach these ones into those guys. And then I'm going to go slightly sideways with this and send that out that way. There we go. Honestly, they actually look pretty cool. So we'll leave them like that. The other thing is, I actually kind of want to add this to here and drop it down so that it somewhat fits in. And that looks pretty good. I don't think these guys look very good anymore, but they don't look terrible. So, so do we win with that or do we lose with that? I'm not sure. Gonna drag this one to the center pretty much and leave it like so. Okay, what does that look like? Kind of cool. Kind of works. Okay, so next thing, we're going to go ahead and add some spotlights. These guys are going to be a little bit smaller. We're going to go ahead and shove them on here and shove them down inside, just like so. I'm actually going to go ahead and drag them to the center, pretty much. And I'm also going to go ahead and put these guys pretty much over them, which is a little bit odd. But at the same time, it is exactly what I want. So there we go. They honestly really work. Whenever you do these on the side of the lights, they usually look pretty good. The other thing is, I want to put one of these guys directly in the center, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and round it off on the front too, just so it looks a lot better like this, and that is actually looking pretty sick. Going to drop it down a little bit more. Going to go ahead and raise it upwards a little bit too, and I'm going to have to squidge it too, unfortunately, just like so, and like so, and then, I don't know actually, should I have it on show like this? Oh, not quite. Not quite like that, hang on. Just like that, yes! That's actually pretty sick. I like that. Yeah, we'll keep it. So, we'll keep that like so. We're also going to go ahead and add some little ladder pieces as well, because I think they'll look awesome. And these guys are just going to go on the sides, just like this. So, we'll add one there, and we'll add one just below it. If it looks good, which I think it does. So, we'll keep it like that. Alright, cool. Front end, looking snazzy. Okay, so I'm thinking, what else would you actually add to a front end of something like this? I think, this might be weird, but I think some of these boxes would actually look excellent up here. So we're going to go ahead and shove them on there, and we're going to go ahead and squidge them down as much as sort of possible. There, like that. And we're going to go ahead and push it down and in, just like so. Whether that looks good or bad, I'm actually unsure at the moment, but we'll keep it for now. Yeah. Okay, what else is this thing missing? I think one of these guys is actually going to go on the front end like this, pretty much. Don't think the front end is actually flat, by the way. I think it is a little bit pointy in the middle. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but I think I have definitely done that. Anyway, we move. We're going to move on from there. So, the rear end, I might actually go back into compartments and start dressing this up a little bit. Essentially, I'm going to go ahead and grab this guy, and this guy, and I'm going to send those forwards. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt everything that I've done there. It does disrupt a little bit, but it should be fine. So if we then go to faces, we can grab these 2, 3, 2. There we go. Extend those upwards, just like this. We're then going to go ahead and extend these guys off the sides, and probably grab this guy, and do this. Okay, that might look a little bit strange, but it is an engine deck, and we needed one. So if it looks strange, that is fine, as long as it still works. Which it does. So there you go. Looks pretty good. Okay, the thing that we did actually mess up there is these guys on the top. I'm actually going to get rid of those for right now too, because I kind of like the idea of just using this instead. Which is a Commander's Cupola, which of course is weird to add here. But I like the idea of using it as a hatch for the driver, and also anyone that's next to the driver, which actually this tank wouldn't have. So I guess I'm only going to do this on one side. I'm going to shove that in right there. And I'm only going to do this on one side also, which is going to go right here. We're going to drop it down and slightly sideways. Okay. What do we think of this? What do we actually think of that? Is it strange to just have one on the side? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? Okay, next thing that is going to be a little bit strange on this is I'm actually going to go ahead and attach this to the side up here. Hopefully I can actually add this. It looks like I won't be able to if I do it the way that I'm trying to, which is really annoying because sometimes you feel like it should work and it just doesn't. Easiest way to get around that then is probably adding it to this side. Kind of just like this, and then pushing it in, pushing it up, and then trying to put it in the right position like this. There you go, that sort of works. There we go, so that's going to go right there. We're then going to add another one just behind it essentially, and that's going to go on the side of the engine bay. Does that look good? Does it look bad? I don't know. I think it looks okay. So I'm going to drop it down slightly. There we go, just like so. I'm going to drop this down slightly also, and that is looking pretty neat. Pretty neato. Good. Okay. Structural. Gonna add these guys in between, as I sometimes do. There we go. I usually add these as like proper detail, but this time I'm adding them as some sort of protectors. And there we go. That looks sick too. This is actually starting to look pretty good. Okay, so because it is based on a US tank, what we're going to do is actually add these guys to here so that it could be transported via a ship. That is what these things were generally for on US, I was going to say boats, on US tanks and stuff, is D-rings so they could be lifted on and off of ships. Because obviously they had to be transported across the ocean. But honestly, I think that is, that's pretty good. We don't have to add too much more to that. Good. All right, next thing. I'm going to add a little one of these. It is going to be extended, so it's actually going to be a long one of those. And then I'm going to try and copy it. And we're going to move it to the front one as well. About there. Okay. Adds a little bit of detail to the side. Doesn't necessarily do anything, but that doesn't have to do anything, so that's fine. Okay. I wish I'd made the side bits tall enough for these guys, but honestly, I just haven't. So these are just going to have to be really tiny on the side. But that's, again, that's okay. It's okay to do that. Okay, next thing. These guys also wish that these would fit too, but they don't. So I think what we'll do is actually somewhat add them there. I can't seem to select that again, so actually grab them again. Make them a little bit smaller, and I'm actually going to move them to the side a little bit. There we go. Okay, that looks snazzy. Very snazzy. I'm also going to add these guys as well, because I can. So that's going to go there. We're going to go ahead and squidge it in, which I have been doing quite a lot on these. And leave the rolls up there as well. Fantastic. Alright, does it move still? It does. What do you guys think of this? I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so, next thing. Mobility, yes. Engine, yes. Vents, of course. Gonna grab these guys. Gonna make them very skinny. Gonna turn them sideways. Gonna just whack them on like this. Then gonna extend them along the length of this. Extend them outwards too, just like so. And I'm gonna flip this one if I can. There we go. That actually looks really good like that, so we'll leave it as is. I might also slightly angle them too. Whether this is going to work or not, unsure, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, let's go ahead and angle them slightly like so. That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, that is cool. Okay, so where would an exhaust on something like this actually go? Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where I want the exhausts on this to be. I might actually flip these guys around and just have them like this, which is either really cool or also really weird. I think it's quite strange, but it works. It fits. So there you go. Anyway, crew. Let's go back to crew hatches. This will be able to allow us to get to the engine, so we'll attach that right there. And there's not much else I actually really want to add to this anywhere, really. So I might just sort of call it quits on adding stuff. I'll add that to there. I'll go ahead and squidge it down so it doesn't look so odd. And then I'm going to make it slightly wider so they fit in with each other. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Lights. Next thing. Let's go ahead and attach this to here. Make them a lot bigger. Smack them on. Bosh. Okay. We've done it. I think this is a full hull that we will keep. The last thing I actually want to do is the thing that I always do on the front end of these things, which is this guy. I'm going to go ahead and shove that there. Make it as tiny as possible. Make it really wide. Yeah, make it fit in by pushing it. There we go. And essentially just leave it like so. Good. Yeah. This is it. This is fan-dabby-doty. I'm loving this. Alright, so what else does this thing actually need then? I want it to be really, really powerful. We've currently got it in early war. I actually don't mind that as a feature. Early war seems good. We're going to go to 2 liters. We're also going to make it an 8-cylinder engine. So that is 16 liters. That's a lot. That is quite a lot. We're going to go ahead and lower this down to about 2,000. Go. Yes. Yes, this is good. This is fantastic. I actually love this. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, yes! Okay. Right. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think so far. I think we've done a good job here. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of a ventilation thing on the front. I'm just going to add a tiny, tiny little one of these off to the side right there. It's going to be very small, and it's going to go right here. That's fine. I think I'm pretty much done with adding hull details for right now. We might change that in the future. And the other thing is, actually, I kind of love the idea of doing this. Making this very skinny. Dropping it in, but having it slightly, like, protruding. It's a little bit odd. But at the same time, adds a little bit of extra detail that I kind of want. Kind of want that. So I'm going to slightly angle this. Like so. And I'm actually going to move it upwards a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? That's cool. Right? Right? I don't know. One last thing. I'm going to actually grab this piece. I'm going to go directly above it and add this to there. Yeah, there we go. Not going to do the same thing on the back one, but that's fine. Cool. We've done it. Alright, so what is the next thing that we actually need to add? Well, it is a turret, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the turret onto here. The diameter of the bottom of the turret is going to be smaller a little bit, and we're going to just whack it in right there. That's fine. So you can actually get in and out of the driver's hatch if you need to, and that's okay. We need to try and figure out what kind of shape we want this gun to be, though, and currently, I'm not sure. Okay, so I kind of feel like this is going to be a little bit strange, and actually a little bit hard to do for myself, but we're going to go and drop this down to around here, which is slightly higher than this, because that's where I wanted it to be. I'm then going to go to this guy, and I'm going to extend this inwards, which is fine. We do need this room for our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and insert this inwards as well, a little bit as well. Okay, good. Then what we're going to do is raise the height of the ring, the turret ring, and leave it like that. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, then I'm going to extend this upwards. I'm going to go ahead and extend this out to the side, which is essentially where I wanted it to be anyway, so that's good. I'm then going to extend it again, try and squidge it together. Like so, kind of. Yeah, just like this. Extend it again, squidge it in a little bit more. There we go, and also squidge it this way too. Okay, a lot of squidging is happening now, guys. So much squidging. Okay, extend this guy, bring it backwards to there. And then squidge that bit in too. But not as much as the rest of them. And then we're going to extend it backwards from here, over the engine deck, squidge in it a tiny bit, and that's fine. Okay, that actually looks really cool on the back end. We're then going to extend this forwards, whilst squidging, of course. We need to do multiple squidges, otherwise, what's the point, you know? Squidging, squidging, squidging. There we go. And we'll leave the front end somewhat flat, to be honest. It's going to be quite flat. There we go. Okay, so smooth angle. Let's go ahead and do that. That looks fantastic. So far, so good. Okay, next thing. This is where things get a little bit tricky and a little bit, I don't know what the word is, but kind of hard to do. So we're going to extend this upwards like this. Okay, so far, so good. I would have liked this to be like an open top thing, but we haven't made it like that, so we won't. And what I'm going to do is actually extend all of these guys on the sides outwards. A little bit like this. There you go. Okay, so far so good. Not quite the shape that I wanted it to be though, so these guys are actually going to get flattened inwards sort of as we go. Including this guy right here, make it flatter. That's fine. At the front, we're going to go ahead and try and make those guys more flat instead of round. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Actually, grab that one and that one. Okay, that's fine. This is a struggle. This is kind of a struggle, but bring this inwards. There we go, good. And we need to essentially bring all of these guys in line with the rest of the other ones. I know that doesn't make much sense when I say it like that, but essentially this has to come inwards like this. There we go, which means this one has to do the same thing, so inwards. There, kind of like that. And then the smooth angle is going to be less, and that looks interesting. It looks interesting. Not quite how I wanted it to be, but at the same time, it is probably going to work, and that's all that really matters. So there we go, let's go ahead and grab all of these. We'll actually extend them again. We're going to go ahead and squidge it inwards. With the squidger tool, it's usually better. And we're going to squidge it backwards like this. There we go. And that's fine. Okay, sick. So far, so good. Alright, extend these guys a little bit more. Bring them inwards as well. And bring them downwards too. There. Okay. It's looking good, I think. I think this is looking fine. The other thing that I wouldn't mind doing is actually pushing this guy backwards and into the vehicle a little bit. So that our turret doesn't look so weird. Because it's going to look a bit strange. So if I smash this onto here like this. And I push it backwards so that it... What did I just do? I don't know what I just did, but it feels like there's two of them in there. There was. What in the world? Why was there so many guns inside of that? That's strange. Anyway, whack that in there like so. Go ahead and bring it backwards until it's done it again. What is happening? Okay, it's just making copies all the time. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? That's so strange. That's really weird. Anyway, this turret makes this thing look like a Soviet thing instead of an American thing, and I don't want that. So, how do I fix it? I don't make it round. That's probably how I fix it. And also, I probably attach it to the ground a little bit better. But I think I might leave it like this. I might actually. Although I think it lets the tank down, doesn't it? It does. I feel like it does. Gonna drop it down a little bit and try and come up with a way of fixing this. But I don't know what that is. Okay, if I do some merging on the turret, we might get somewhere. Merge that with that, that with that. I don't know which ones they just were, but probably this one with this one. And this one with this one. I'm gonna then merge that one with that one. That one with that one. Merging is happening, guys. Actually, let's do that the other way around. Yeah. Okay, this one to this one. So this one to that one. Merge. This one to this one. Merge. Oh, hang on. I think I messed up there. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Okay, cool. Merge this one with this one. Merge that one with that one. Merge this one with this one. This one with this one. And there we go. It's a little bit flatter. Excellent. Gonna grab this one and merge it with this one. Am I getting somewhere? Am I making it more American-ish? American style? I don't know. Maybe. The answer is maybe. That one needs to merge with that one. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about this, but sure. There we go. And then these guys are going to come out as well. Just a little bit. Don't know. I genuinely don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to merge this inwards a little bit too. I still think it looks a little bit Soviet, but we're going to roll with it. We're rolling with this one. That's fine. Okay, let's just do it. So, Commander's Cupolas, yes, I'm going to go with one of these guys. And it is actually going to go out the edge a little bit. That's okay. And the Commander has moved up, as well as the Gunner and the Loader, so that's okay. Next thing, viewports. Gunner's view is going to go directly on here, like so. So we can actually shoot the gun. Excellent. Next thing, stowages. Wouldn't mind adding these down the sides, but I think they are going to look a little bit strange. So I'm going to do it, but I'm going to push them in. It's making copies of things, and I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why, and it's annoying me. It is annoying me a little bit. I'm going to add these guys to here. I'm going to push it down. Again, it has made another copy. Don't know why. And I'm going to make it wider. And again, it's made another copy. This is annoying the life out of me. I think I've pressed something that's just broken the game somehow. Does anyone know why? It didn't make a copy that time. That's strange. Okay, bring it this way. Lower it down so it's just stuck there, and that's fine too. Okay. So, the gun is on here. It's going to be a longish gun. It might even be an 88mm. And it should do a lot of damage. That's all we need. That is all we need. So, let's go to firepower. Yes, cannon. Select. 88mm gun. There we go. Excellent. We're going to make this a lot bigger. We're going to go with 800. And the barrel of the gun is going to be about 2 meters long right there. And then I might add another one, which makes it a little bit longer as well, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That actually doesn't look too bad. And then the muzzle brake is going to be one of these because it's American. What do we think? What do we think? I like it. So far, I like it. Whether it's going to work in an actual battle or not, I'm unsure. But hopefully this does actually work. Also, going to make a really tiny one of these. Go on the back of there. And I'm only going to put it on one side, which is very weird. I feel very strange doing this, but I'm going to put 2 of them. No, I'm not. Just one. Okay, cool. And I'm going to put it right here. Good. Exhausts. We've already done exhausts, so all of that doesn't actually matter. Go back to crew, start making this turret look a lot nicer, and we can go into a battle after that. So this guy, going to go on here like this. Going to stretch it so that it looks a lot nicer, and I'm going to put it right there. Okay. Also, going to go ahead and make this a little bit tinier. Put it on the back too. There we go. Okay, actually, that bit is going to go sort of intermingled with this. And I think that'll work. Yeah, okay. Looks quite good. It does. Okay, ladders. We're just going to go ahead and shove that guy right there. And right there as well. And I'm also just going to do something with this front end. Don't know what. Maybe even tracks. Oh, tracks would totally go in there. Yeah, okay, so track segments. Oh, sorry, spares. There we go. Oh yeah, spares, they definitely fit there. And I'm going to go ahead and add to it so that there's multiple. And there we go. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I'm going to go ahead and flip them around though. All the way around. Might look a bit weird, but might also look really cool, which I think it does. Yes, I am happy with this. I have not merged something on this side, which I should have merged. So I think it's actually this back to there, and this back to there. And then that guy into... Oh, I don't know. I think that's fine. That guy? I don't know what I'm merging now. I'm just merging random bits. Ah! I'm merging random bits and they all look different. Okay, all of these guys are just going to get merged backwards because I think that saves the day a little bit. There we go. Yes, that saved the day, definitely. Okay, good. Go to the Commander's Cupola again. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and push it downwards. And that looks beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and do a few of these too. So those guys going to go right there like that. And these guys are going to go on the turret too. So those guys might go in the middle of there. That's fine. I'm also going to add them to the sides. Probably back here. But I can't do it on both sides because we have the Commander's Cupola there instead. These guys then are going to go on the back like so. Okay. So you can lift the turret on and off if you need to. Not that you would, but there you go. Okay, livery. Go to decals. American Star. Let's go ahead and shove a very small one. Right here like this. And also one on the front. Probably right there. Okay, I'm happy. I'm ready to go. Okay, I say I'm ready to go. I'm actually going to go ahead and change what color it is really quickly because I want it to be green. I want the brightness down. I don't know what I want it to necessarily look like, but I'm thinking somewhat like this. There we go. We're ready for a fight. I don't like the green necessarily, but it is there and it's working. Metallic, yes. Oh, that looks cool, actually. Yeah, we're going with this. So, all I need to do now is add a little bit of armor to this. It's not going to be that armored, in fact. It's going to be very, very lightly armored, considering what it is. But, yeah, I want it to still be a light tank. So, what is a light tank? Let's say 15 tons. So, let's go ahead and increase this to be maximum. Okay, the turret is the next thing that also needs to be maximum, essentially. So we're going to end up doing all that. Unfortunately, a lot of the turret is actually flat. And that's a little bit of an issue. Because we are going to die relatively easily if that's the fact. If that's the feature. But there you go. I'm going to go ahead and increase this one too to maximum. And then the sides aren't going to be so armored, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and make those about 40 on the bottom. And then on the top... 70. 65. 60. Okay, 60. Good. I'm also going to go ahead and armor this bit up as well because it kind of needs it. Armor these bits up as well because they also need it. There we go. And I think I'm also sort of ready to go to war. The sides right here also need armor. There's a lot, actually, that needs armor on this thing. It's kind of ridiculous. Get rid of those guys. I think there's a thin strip here that needs armoring too. These guys, yes, including the bottom half. And the backside all needs armor as well. We're going to go with 55. Okay, the rear. Oh, we weigh 16 tons now, guys. We weigh more than we were going to. 25, that's okay. This is going to be 20, that's fine. The underside is actually going to be less. There we go. And the inside of here is also going to be less. There we go. 15 tons is what we weigh. 15 and a bit. We're now going to add some ammo. We're going to add it in this little back section. We have a lot of propellant on this, but that's fine. So, yeah, if I can, let's add it here. A lot less. Make it quite tall, but skinny. There we go. And one more. There we go. Okay, good. Lower this down. I'm going to do what you guys have been suggesting in terms of adding it into a nicer location on the inside of the tank. And we're going to do something like that, I guess. Here we go. Lift it up. Bring it backwards. Oh, I guess just leave it there. Okay, cool. So we got those there. We're also going to add some to the actual tank itself. And again, they're going to be a little bit bigger. Drop them down and in. Push them forwards till they're directly underneath. And bring them to the side. There we go. Okay, what do we think of this? It has how many rounds altogether? 36. They're going to be APHE rounds on the turret ones. And then APHE rounds on these ones too. There we go. Alright, we did it. We did it. Go to compartments. Go to this. Gave the basket space a lot more space, indeed. Armor thickness, massive. We're ready to go. Does it still move okay? It does. Oh, yeah, cool. I don't like the livery. I don't like the livery. We're gonna go more with that. That's fine. Okay. And I kind of want to extend the turret bit backwards too, but I think that's gonna make it look way worse. No, it makes it look more American, I think. Yes. That definitely looks better, right? I think so. Okay, right. Let's save it. We'll take it into a battle, and we'll see if we can win. Okay, so I'm in an early war map. There are 9 of my tanks versus 11 enemies. This guy in front of me has decided to go sideways, which is really annoying. But let's get ourselves in there and see what kind of damage we can do with this. My tanks have already started firing. There you go. American 16-ton has just killed a Chrome Tilda. Nice. Let's drive our way in there. Another Chrome Tilda has just eaten dirt. Nice. Get in there. Let's go. 9 versus 9 now, so we are equal. Oh, okay. I'm happy with that. That's probably okay. I think there's an enemy actually up there. Or is that a dead guy? I think that's a dead guy, actually. Okay, let's make our way across. Go, go, go. Let's go, guys. Oh, enemy spotted. Aim the gun. Fire. Oh, I only just missed there. But I think we can get a good shot off here in a second. Oh, I hit it, but it didn't die. Uh-oh. Oh, guy there. Kill him first. Yes, I got him. Nice. This guy next. He's dead. All right, excellent. We're doing it. We're actually wiping the floor with these guys. That guy's dead too. Excellent. Keep it moving. Yeah, another one dead. There is only 3 more enemies remaining. This is insane, actually. It's totally working. I think the turret really lets it down, though. I don't think the turret looks very good at all. And I might try and make an open top turret on this in the future, maybe. I think that'd be really cool. Kind of like the M18, which is what this tank is based off. If you guys didn't already clock it. If you didn't clock it already. It isn't fully based off it, because obviously I've changed some things. It is only a 3-man crew, of course, which I don't believe the M18 was. But, yeah, I think we've done a good job with this. I think we have. Okay, enemies have started moving from their base. That guy on the hill is actually getting pelted. So he's gonna die, maybe. Oh, no. Apparently he's just gonna kill the enemies. He's just gonna kill them. I'm gonna shoot this guy first. Okay, hold on. I can't aim down. Oh, it's aimed down too far. Okay, I didn't kill it. Oh, yikes. Yeah, one of mine's dead. Okay, last guy is over there. Turn the gun. Okay, I guess if this thing was like a 4-man crew, it would do much better, but never mind. There we go. GG, guys. We actually did it. We won the game as well. Fantastic. Okay, I think we need to do it on a different map as well, so that's our next port of call. Let's do it. Guys, we are going in. There are 9 enemies so far. I say 9. There is actually more than 9 enemies going to appear. But the first ones, the first light tanks are... There's 9 of them, which means we are actually outnumbering them for once. Which isn't normal. We never outnumber these guys. Anyway, bam! Oh, I didn't kill it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Alright, that guy's dead. So that's 1. I tracked that guy over there. Alright, so that guy's dead. So let's go ahead and kill this last one over here. Then the rest of them will be on our right. Okay, I missed. Okay, aiming the gun is actually quite difficult because of the way that I've built it, with the commander being the gunner also. It's kind of ineffective, really. It's not a very effective way of doing it. Because we need the gunner to be as useful as possible. We also need the commander to be as useful as possible. And that's not what we've done. But it doesn't matter, really. We are winning this fight so far. The enemies are dropping like flies, which is excellent. I didn't add an antenna to this. This is the last guy, by the way. Aim down. Aim lower. Aim down. Fire. There we go. Right, now we're on to the heavy tanks, which is... There's 12 of them. Okay. That's fine, as long as we can kill them. I feel like this is going to be tricky, though. Because they're either Tiger tanks, they're Panther tanks, or they're Tog 2s. They're likely to be... Oh, I don't know what they are. Panthers? Question mark? I think they're Panthers. I'm going to move in there and see if I can get a little bit closer before destroying them. Hopefully. I want to get into a little bit of a defensive position so I can shoot the guys on the hill. Oh yeah, Panthers just killed one of my guys. That's not good. That is no good. Alright, move down. I currently haven't been shot, so that's good. Yeah, I'm alive in my little tank. That's all that matters, you know? Alright, here we go. Turn sideways. Let's try and shoot this guy that's on the hill. Aim quite high. Fire. Aim higher than that, and then fire again. 3, 2, 1, fire! I missed, but it is on point. Okay, someone else is shooting that guy too. Oh no, you know what our issue is now? We don't actually have any AP rounds. We don't have any AP rounds, so if we're not shooting these guys in the sides, they will probably destroy us. We won't be able to get through their frontal armor. We'll try though, we'll try. I'm gonna drive down this hill, drive up the other side, and see what kind of damage I can do from there. Alright guys, I've made it up the hill. Yes, the guys on top of the hill have died. There are 8 of my tanks versus 10 of theirs, which means they are doing a little bit better than me. That guy right there needs to die first, so aim high, fire. He killed me. He killed me, and this guy is, limited too. It is worth mentioning the armor that I've added to these are actually early war armor, so it is only 40 mil. Whereas the armor on them is mid-war. So I'm using an early war tank versus them. But this isn't working out. I can't actually kill him. There we go, we got him eventually, nice. Okay, I now need to shoot at every other enemy I can see. That guy all the way out there. Aim really high for this one. Way too far. Okay, less. There we go. A little bit higher than that. 3, 2, 1, fire! Please say that hits. Oh, so close. I'm gonna shoot this closer guy first. I hit him, but he didn't die, and he murdered me. What are these guys doing? I hate when this happens. I really hate when this happens. This is why you need a radio man in your tanks. Because the AI just likes to sit around. There'll be some of my tanks just over there as well, and maybe some in spawn. It'd be very silly, but we might be able to win this still. We might. Okay, so we are still going in. Let's move forwards a little bit. Here we go. Let's see if we can get our eyes on some Panthers and shoot these guys as we go. Bam! Okay, that didn't kill him. This guy? He's turning sideways. Get him! Oh, I only tracked him. No. Oh. And then I got blown up. I got blown up. My armor on the sides definitely isn't heavy. It's like 40 mil. That is not a lot at all. So it makes sense that we are dying so easily. It does. It does. I'm surprised, actually, we didn't lose any during the first bit of the battle versus the light tanks, because they would have been able to get through that too. But I guess I was lucky. Anyway, I'm going to hide behind this guy, using him as a human shield. A tank shield, I should say. Here we go. I can't aim lower. Why? You know what my issue might actually be as well? I don't think I added any armor to the mantlet, so that is also only 50 mil. If that's where they're shooting me, that's why I'm dying. That's a bit of a yikes, isn't it? A little bit of a yikes. Okay, I'm getting to the same location again. Here we go. I'm gonna shoot this guy. 3, 2, 1, fire! Okay, didn't get through, but this guy to the side of him might die. 3, 2, 1, fire! I missed. Oh, I hate when this happens. I get like an easy shot and then I miss it. There we go, that guy's dead. Aim further backwards. It is only me left. I am the last remaining hope for this world. And I can't kill anything, and I'm dead. Yikes! Big, big yikes. Where did I get shot from? The side? Oh yeah, there's a guy just there. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys do want to see me build something that has an open top on this tank chassis, because I think the chassis itself is actually pretty cool, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.